So here we have a very interesting, nicely carved memorial, and I'll read what it says on it. Erected in 1831 by Felix McGuinness, Police Inspector of Belfast. So 1831 was just 2-3 years after this became a formal cemetery, and it memorializes 4 of the daughters of Felix McGuinness and his wife. So his first daughter, Jane, she died in 1826, aged 6 years. Then Eliza, 1826, aged 16 years. And then Mary died 1831, aged 22 years. I'd say that's when he erected this stone. Also after that, his daughter Anne, she didn't die in 1855, but she was still only 44 years old. And his wife Isabella, he actually lived to 63 years. And the last of the family to die was actually Felix McGuinness himself. He lived to the respectable age of 76, and he died in 1859. So Felix McGuinness was police inspector of Belfast. In 1831, our police force was very different from what it is now. There were 8 little police stations, day stations dotted around Belfast. So he would have been the inspector in one of those. And there was a headquarters on what is now known as Victoria Square, at a place called Police Place at that time. The police were then, their responsibilities were very different. They were generally there to keep the peace. They were also responsible for things like keeping the streets clean and for street lighting and for paving. So it was a very different organisation. It wasn't until 1840 that was constituted like a police force as we would know it. And Felix McGuinness, of his family, the most notable one, other than himself, is Anne. Anne, she started as a teacher in the national schools, the Catholic national schools in Donegal Street. So that was the first Catholic school in Belfast. It was opened in, I think it was 1815 or thereabouts. She proved to be a very popular teacher in that school, and when she died in service at that very young age of 44 years, most of the pupils, if not all of the pupils of the school, would have followed her from St. Patrick's Church alongside the school the whole way up to the gates here of Friars Bush Graveyard. So this is remembering Felix McGuinness, Police Inspector of Belfast, his 4 daughters and his wife, and particularly his daughter, Anne, the school teacher.